Alrighty, today we're going to start a new series using a Springfield Armory 18-inch 5.56. So this is a complete rifle purchased from Springfield Armory. It's got a 1 in 8 twist, 18-inch barrel, just a regular flash hider, and a Bushnell AR Optics 4.5 to 18 power optic in the second focal plane. So I've shot this gun a little bit. I've had this gun for a little while now, but I've never done any reloading for it. So I've shot some rounds through it kind of casually, never really taken any, specific bench rest groups, so I really have no idea how it shoots. But today we're gonna go ahead and start the process of reloading for it. So we're gonna start out with CFE 223, the Hornady 55gr soft point with cantilever, the CCI number 41 primers, and we're gonna use some once fired arms core brass. And I honestly can't remember if this was fired in this gun or a different gun, so this may be a fire forming operation. So we're going to start out using the Hornady's overall length of 2.200. Looks like these hit the lands in this rifle about 2.245. We're going to start out kind of some not really hot loads, kind of middle of the road to light loads with CFE 223, 24.9 grains, working up to 25.8. Kind of just want to get initial hand loads through the gun, see how everything's working and see kind of a rough idea what kind of groups we're going to get. So let's get out on the range. Let's see how they shoot. All right, we're out here on the range. This is my 18-inch Springfield Armory Saint, chambered in 5.56 with a 1 in 8 twist. Target's at 100 yards. We're shooting the Hornady 55gr soft point and CFE 223. So we're going to start out here and work our way up. The gun is cold. I sighted it in yesterday, so hopefully it's close enough to hit the target where we want. And we'll see how these shoot. I've never bench rested this gun like this, so I really have no idea how it's going to shoot. But we're going to find out. Alright, so we're shooting pretty high. I'm going to go ahead and move the scope down here. We'll go ahead and move the scope down 4 minutes of angle. Hopefully that'll put us on. I won't have to make any more adjustments. Okay, that's better for our scope adjustment. So this one's just going to have to be a 4-shot group. It doesn't look like a terrible group to start. Alright, moving up to 25.2. Alright, moving up. Alright, not a terrible group there. Standard deviations are pretty much as bad as they get, though. Alright, last group here at 25.8. Alright, let's get down there and check it out. Alrighty, taking a look at the groups here. The first group at 24.9 was 2,604 feet per second, terrible 49.0 standard deviation, and a 0.939 inch 4-inch group. So again, this was that 4-inch group. I had to move the scope down because we were going to be off the paper. Moving on to the next one, 25.2 grains, 2,684 feet per second, 58.2 standard deviation, and a 2.359 inch group. Moving on to the next group, 25.5 grains, 2740 feet per second, 47.0 standard deviation, and the best 5-shot group of the day at 1.292 inches. Last group, 25.8, just under 2,800 feet per second, 44.6 standard deviation, and a 1.745 inch group. So take home message here, I guess. I've never had very good results with CFE 223, and I guess this is going to continue in the 223 series. The standard deviations are pretty much as bad as they could get. The groups, nothing to write home with the groups here. I guess a couple things, that 25.5 group wasn't horrible, and that 4-shot group on the first one was under an inch. So things to consider. Taking a look at the brass, there's nothing to see on the brass. These are pretty light loads. We didn't even reach 2,800 feet per second, so wouldn't expect to see anything there. But for kind of the initial test with the gun functioned. We hit the paper. We didn't blow up, so I guess a win-win for the first loading. Hopefully we can tighten these groups up with some of my favorite extruded powders in the next video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.